There's something always incredibly fascinating in a futuristic sci-fi world where humanity is no longer on Earth and there's some kind of crazy threat looming that we have to try to defeat. And so, if you like humanity being on a floating rock in space that's not Earth, while fighting parasitic creatures, then you'll like today's book.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Lloyd.
And I'm Natasha with Midnight Comics, and welcome back to another episode of What We're Reading.
And today we're reading Joystick Angels from RAE Comics
by the Sterling Brothers this time. If you don't know, What We're Reading is a show, not a review show, kind of, but it is a series where we talk about different indie comic books that we are enjoying and reading in the moment and that we want you to read. So before we get started, don't forget to like and subscribe so that you can get weekly book recommendations from us that you should be reading, and also just, hang in there but we don't have Patreon anymore.
Right. You can join the Midnight Domain on midnightcomics.org so you can get early looks at all the awesome stuff that we have coming down the pipeline. Think Patreon, instead of going to another website to enjoy it,
just
stay on ours.
Live right home at our website.
Yes.
So, with all that being said, let's get started.
Yes. So, obviously, of course, we got to start with the covers. There's three books. All of them look great. Again, I'm a sucker for colors. I'm a sucker for how everything just kind of pops, everything like that on this.
We have 3 issues. It is a 6-part series. So this is 1 of 6. We've got the team here, the Angels. Good morning, Angels.
Morning, Charlie.
Yeah, no, but yeah, I love, you know what, looking at these two, 1 and 2, like, because it's the kids, and it might be variant covers and stuff like that. Because I know there's different, there are different, like, cover A's, cover B's, so on and so forth. But I love how childlike and playful 1 and 2 are.
And then 3 is like
gritty,
older
right?
Guys.
The cavalry is here. Yeah, so the covers for at least issue 1 and 2 are done by the Zarn brothers, who always do a phenomenal job. And of course, seems like they do quite a few covers, if you would, with RAE Comics, TJ Shirley and the team over there. So yeah, absolutely fantastic job. Composition, they do have a great idea of how the character should be, how they should be portrayed, and it really shows throughout the course of that, basically that image.
And so now we're moving on to the interior art. So the interior art is done by Nats Shun Ledesma, and the colors are done by Rodney Belchez. And I really like the art in this book. As always, I love when art just fits the story and the feel of the story, and it's definitely the case. Like, it has that more kind of sci-fi feel to it, but it also has that fun feel, like how the story itself feels. The story starts off pretty fun.
Right.
It definitely goes, but we're not talking about story yet. But the art fits the story.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, both 1, 2, all 3 of them, 1, 2, and 3, like, it fits the tone each time around. Though, the art style feels slightly different between 1 and 2 and 3 when we get to kind of the tone and stuff. In a sense, the big battles and all this other stuff, but never deviates too far from where it started, if you would. So, yeah, fantastic job. It looks great. I know I really want to get to that story.
So that's what we're going to do now.
So, the story. So first off, huge fan of Star Fox, right? So, like, there's a lot of stuff.
To get to the story.
Oh yeah, the Star Fox references are great. The do a barrel roll, all that stuff. But yeah, they're pilots, right? Basically in a future where nobody's, humans have been pushed away from Earth, right? And they're trying to survive out there in the cosmos. And there's this alien race that's going around.
Starting to sense a theme.
Starting to sense a theme, right?
It's a good theme. I like the theme.
Right, humanity loses. Now what, right? And so in this sense, instead, if you guys remember when we went over Okemos, right? Humanity wasn't in a good way. Now still same thing, except now we're completely pushed off of Earth. Now what? And so these kids are training up. Essentially, the Angels, if you would, is their team name. They're basically in a competition right now to determine who's basically going to lead the fleet against this alien threat. And I love it because it's just like, kind of like Star Fox, where you're just like, yeah, they can do it. They're fighting this threat, and it's all wonderful. But what you don't realize is, like, oh, they're mercenaries. They're avenging somebody. Like, there's money involved. Are they actually? You know what I mean? Like, what's
right? The Star Fox team specifically is doing this for money.
Right.
Now, the Angels are not. They've been training up for this for their pretty much entire lives, and they're still practically kids at this point. Like, I'm not even sure if they're 18 yet. Like, so this isn't for money for them.
The panda is. Because the flashback was 17 years ago, yeah.
Well, it's not 18.
Okay, going on 18. But and you know what? Even they're similar to how they wrote, or how TJ and the team wrote Alchemist, where there's questions in the background where you're just like, hey, I wonder
Good
why.
questions.
Why is there a panda on the team? Like, you're looking at the characters, so
it's
you're like,
what is happening here? But again, they have that good way of laying things out.
Laying
you
foundation.
have questions, and then eventually some questions will get answered, and you're like, oh, that makes sense. This
and
fits in this world.
Nothing spoon-fed. Like, you have these questions about the world, but it's not overbearing where I have to make sure that you understand.
It'll seem like I'm just trying to
that
leave
you had
something
a
out, so
question.
you're like, ooh, no,
Right.
it's there. All of that being said, we will be moving on to the pacing.
Pacing, yeah, right. Like, we have the build up, right? We see them excited, ready to take the exam and all of this other stuff,
We see them
and then
ready to go,
ready for action.
And then we get into the thick of things and everything that happens and the major story point. I won't even say the plot.
No,
Because that's a story point of just them going through and things start happening one after the other, and you're like, oh snap, that happened, what's going to happen from here? And it just smoothly goes. There's a little bit of a time skip, and you see the repercussions of everything that happened in that first bit of the story.
right. So yeah, absolutely phenomenal. And again,
Feel bad.
you feel bad. Yeah, slit. But yeah, we go from the highs, the lows, actual battles, so on and so forth, and yeah, it just flows all the way through. And then right when we're like, oh man, this happened, kind of a down point, we come right back with the next. We switch gears, and it's just like, holy crap! It's nonstop. So it's really good. So fantastic job to that team over there at RAE Comics. Joystick Angels is definitely a phenomenal story, art and story wise.
I can't wait to see what comes next from everything that they've got going on out there. Like I said last time, when they say they set the standard for storytelling, this is not a joke. This is the bar.
Yeah. So great job over there to you guys, and y'all putting everybody to work with this. It's honestly making everybody want to step up. No, this was really good. So yeah.
So of course, if you have read any of these books or have any recommendations, make sure you comment below your thoughts on the book, what you took from it, or if you're interested in checking it out for yourself to see if it really is as good as we say it is, which it is. We don't lie here most of the time.
Sure.
But also, if you enjoyed that, make sure you leave a like, make sure you comment your thoughts, make sure you subscribe if you're not already subscribed to the channel so that you can keep up to date, hit that notification bell, come to our website and join our group so that you can basically get the same Patreon experience, but right there at home on the midnightcomics.org. And I guess that's really all we have to say for this one. So
yeah, so remember until next time, everybody. What?
I was saying tune in to the next episode of what we're reading. That's all.
Got you. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I just said it now.
Okay, and remember until next time, midnight is coming.
Summer night, it's summer night. She left me so late, should've spent the night. No need to hit follies, I'm working her body out. Said she in love with the fitness type.